Guys, and recently I posted a video about my finger and I was like a bit quiet, so you might not hear me, so I'm just gonna do it again. So I said I'll get to about 50 subscribers. I'd say this story, so you know the drill. Anyway, I'm just gonna repeat the story. So if you guys heard me, I'm sorry I'm saying it again, but I had to turn the whole volume up to hear myself, so I'm gonna do it again. By the way, ignore the sound in the background. Someone's cutting the tree down. Anyway, so I was about 3, and I think it was for my birthday. I don't know, because I was 3. I went to the aquarium for. Anyway, we went to this restaurant by the aquarium, and it was a 5-6 hour drive back. Yeah, so you get the picture. Far away. So I had to go to the toilet first. So nothing happened in there, but I was on the way out. That was the door had really sharp hinges, and I was training my hand right back like that, and the hinges caught on the finger. Yeah, so when that happened, my mom, it was me, she was like, oh, it's not going to be okay, just thinking I slammed the door on my finger, it was going to be fine. And she literally saw my bone, and she screamed my dad's name, ran out of the bathroom, and the whole restaurant just gathered around me. I was mainly crying from the shock, while my mom was just having a panic attack. So yeah, the ambulance came and they took me to the hospital, and I had my scan, and my dad was like holding my finger down, and it was really hurting. They had a scan just to make sure there was no infection in it, because they see my bone. Yeah, but in the ambulance, I just looked at it, I was like, what happened to my finger? It didn't actually hurt. Okay, so that was a little inconvenience. Anyway, so in the ambulance, I was just like, what happened to my finger? Because guys, the same guy just walked past again. I don't know if he is allowed to be on camera, but there's this being like he's walking past. Anyway, so which is off, and it just felt normal. So I was just like, what happened to my finger? And my mom was like having a full-on panic attack. So, yeah. Anyway, like I said, at the hospital, that's what happened. They ran my finger up and my whole hand up, and it's like it's falling. Literally nothing. And yeah. Nothing. Not my whole finger up. I used to have this teddy. I've actually seen one through my videos. I'm not as addicted to it now. When I was about 3, I could not leave her alone. Could not sleep without her or anything. So my dad had to drive. You got like 6 hours, maybe even 7 with traffic, all the way home, just to get this teddy. In the end, it took like 14 or 12 hours just to get a teddy. So in the morning, I used to believe in fairies. I was only a girly girl back then. No, I definitely am a tomboy. But yeah, I was like, oh, fairies bought her, and she was like, no, sweetie, your dad bought that for you. And then she was like, no, fairies got her. So my dad didn't even get a thank you. He was exhausted. Yeah. Luckily, I only had to spend a night in the hospital. That was quick. But then they wrapped it in this bandage, and I had to go back. Luckily, they got me to move to our hospital, but it was still like 2 or hospital to at least 1 hour away. I had to go there every week, and they took the bandage off to check it, and guys, it was the most pain I have ever had in my life. Like, ooh. And yeah, it really hurt. So, yeah, it hurt more than it actually coming off. And yeah, I'm really crying from the shock. It didn't actually hurt. And then I was about 2 or 3 years later then I actually realised my finger was chopped off, and that a part of my body was missing. And now I always have growing pains, and I have to manage the data, because if it hurts a lot in a period of time and more, that means the nail is growing into my finger, and I have to come back to the hospital for an operation. And guess what? We gathered that data, and we went to the hospital, they gave a scan, and now they said I'll probably have to have an operation. So we're just getting the dates ready now, which is what reminded me about this video, because now I'm like, I don't know when you're watching this, but this is 2025, April, what the 8th. Forgot that then. Why am I dumb? 10 hours later of regretting my life decisions. So, yeah. I just had a little reflect there. So, anyway. Yeah. So, lucky me. And also, I said, I don't know if you caught on with this, because, like I said, I've forgotten how many subscribers I've had, but I said I'll reveal my name at 10 subscribers. So, like, a bit kind of a sign when I made my first video, and I was busy looking at back at my videos, like, now that I have, like, I'm nearly famous. I have way more than Jensen. Jensen commented this actually gave me a heart attack when he commented this, just because he's like, my boyfriend, like my boy, a boy who's a friend, I don't know how to say it, my boy best friend, and someone else just walked past. So he's not my boyfriend, because I hate that stuff. He's actually super annoying, but so boy best friends are. We kind of got that way from hating each other. It's really weird. Anyway, he just commented on my video, your videos are amazing, keep it up. I was like, I know he doesn't mean that. He's just trying to embarrass me, but anyway. Where was I? Another few hours later of thinking back on my life decisions. Yeah, I was talking about my name. I said 10 subscribers, but if you haven't caught on already, my name is Florence. I call myself Charlotte. I know I'm not sure about my name. I prefer that. I forgot how it's called. It's Italian, like my name. I should have been called it, but then they they changed it. Valentina. That's my favorite new name. So, anyway, I hope you have a nice day. And kids. Well, not kids, because I'm not. Well, anyway, just enjoy. Make sure you eat sweets. Okay? Bye, guys. I have to go to my mouse's funeral. I'm burying it. Bye.